Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us!
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Queen Thistle's Teapot.
Da da doo dum da dee da, dum da dum dum da dee da, da 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 dum da dee da dee.
My new fairy tea set has arrived.
Ooh. Ooh. It's so beautiful and it's so sparkly.
It's also very delicate, Holly. That means it breaks easily, so you can look, but don't touch.
Yes, Mummy.
It is a beautiful teapot. Shall I give it a bit of a dust, Your Majesty?
No, Nanny Plum. Even you mustn't touch it.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good. Now, as it's such a lovely day, why don't we go for a nice walk?
Can I stay here and look at the tea set instead?
All right, Holly, but look and don't touch.
Yes, Mummy. Ooh.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
Hello, Ben.
Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Princess Holly is very busy looking at a teapot. Perhaps if...
Ben, I've got something to show you.
OK, Holly.
Look, Mummy's fairy tea set. Isn't it beautiful?
I suppose so.
No one is allowed to touch it. Not even Nanny.
Why not?
Because it's very delicate.
Well, what can you do with it then?
Well, you can have tea parties with it, of course.
But we're not supposed to.
Just hold them, silly. It's not hard. Look at me. How do you like your tea, Mr. Elf? Weak or strong?
Holly! You've broken the Queen's teapot!
Oh, no! Mummy will be so sad.
We weren't supposed to touch it, were we?
No. What can we do?
Can you fix it with magic?
I'll try. Abracadabra, abracadoo. Mend this teapot.
Well, that didn't work. Nanny will know a spell. Let's ask her.
No, we can't tell anyone.
What can we do then?
Ben, aren't elves good at mending things?
Yes.
And you're an elf?
Ben Elf.
So, can you help me mend it?
I'm not sure.
Please, Ben. You're my very best friend. And you're my only hope.
OK. I've got stuff for mending things at home.
We can carry the pieces in this box.
But what if someone sees us?
I can make us invisible. I know that spell. Abracadibbly-dibble, make us invisible.
Hey, it worked! Come on.
Dum da dum dum da dee da.
Shh! There's Nanny.
Ben, be quiet. Oh, bother. My invisible spell has worn off.
That's all right. We're nearly there. No one will see us now.
Hello, Ben. Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello, Mrs. Elf.
What are you two up to then?
Nothing, Mum. We're just going to mend something.
Yes, elves are good at mending things. And you're an elf.
Yes, Mum. This is where I keep all my mending stuff. Glue, paint, brushes.
And glitter. Oh, goody.
First, I have to put a mat down so that we don't get glue on the floor.
Yes.
And we must wear aprons to keep our clothes clean.
Now what?
We stick the pieces together with glue, like this. 1, 2, 3. There, it's stuck.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. There, it's mended.
Hooray! It doesn't look quite right.
We can paint it.
Yes.
That's better.
It had flowers on it too. I'm good at painting flowers. There. But I think it was a bit more sparkly.
We can use glitter.
I love glitter. It's so glittery. There. Hooray!
Do you think your mum might see the difference?
Yes.
Maybe it just needs more glitter.
No, Ben. We tried to mend it, but it didn't work.
We'll just have to ask Nanny Plum for a spell.
All right, let's go to Nanny.
There's Nanny. Go on, ask her for a spell.
Nanny, please can I ask you a question about spells, please?
A question? Of course.
Nanny, a little friend of mine has broken something and wants to mend it. What spell can she use?
Do I know this little friend?
No. She's a goblin and she lives far away and you don't know her at all.
Is it a special thing this little goblin broke?
Yes.
And did the little goblin break it on purpose?
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to break it.
Oh, I see. You broke it.
Oh, Nanny, I didn't mean to break it.
Oh, don't worry, Holly. It can't be that bad.
It is that bad.
Don't be silly. It's not as if you've broken the Queen's teapot. What did you break?
The Queen's teapot.
Oh.
Mummy's going to be so sad.
But we did mend it.
Well, I'm sure it's okay then.
It doesn't look exactly like it did before. Ah! Please, can you fix it, Nanny?
Don't worry. I know just what to do.
I knew Nanny Plum would have a spell to fix it.
I'm not going to fix it.
Are you going to buy a new teapot?
No, much simpler than that.
What?
We'll tell the Queen. Excuse me, Your Majesty.
What is it, Nanny Plum?
Unfortunately, there has been a little accident.
Accident? What happened?
I'm sorry to say that your teapot has been broken.
Oh, the teapot I said no one was to touch.
Yes.
Nanny Plum, I told you not to dust that tea set.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I have a good mind to turn you into a slug.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, darling?
Could you turn me into a snail, perhaps, instead?
No.
Mummy, it was me. I did it. And I've been sad all day. And now you're going to have to turn me into a slug instead of Nanny.
Oh no, my poor darling. Don't be sad. It's only a silly piece of pottery.
But, Mummy, you were going to turn Nanny into a slug.
Oh, I didn't really mean that.
Huh?
Sorry I made you sad, Mummy.
Oh, Holly, I'm only sad that you felt you couldn't tell me.
We did try and mend it.
It doesn't look like it did before, but the children have tried their hardest.
Oh, that is beautiful. Just as beautiful as it was before.
Shall I give it a dust, Your Majesty?
No, this is one of a kind and very fragile. No one must touch it. Promise.
We
promise.
I will treasure it forever.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the lake.
The Elf Submarine.
Your Majesty, may I present the Elf Factory's latest toy, the Elf Submarine.
Ah, yes. Jolly good. Does it float?
Does it float? Of course it floats. Allow us to demonstrate. We carefully chose this day to test the submarine, as there are no other boats on the lake.
Hello, me hearties!
It's Redbeard the Elf Pirate.
Yo-ho-ho! Land ahoy!
Should the ship be leaning like that?
Maybe it's the weight of all that treasure.
She's sinking! Abandon ship! Abandon ship! Curses! Me ship and me treasure gone down to the bottom of the sea.
How sad. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a perfect day to test the submarine with no boats on the lake.
But what about Mr. Redbeard's treasure?
Yes, me treasure! How will I get it back?
If only we had some way of sailing underwater to look for it.
Ah, if only. Anyway, back to my submarine. There's
The submarine! We can use the submarine.
Clever Ben!
Hang on. The Elf Submarine is a toy. It's not for going on adventures.
Oh, so it can't go underwater.
Yes, it can.
It'll probably sink like a stone.
No, it will not.
Good. That's that sorted. Captain Redbeard, our submarine is at your service.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But
I'll be needing a crew. Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard.
Can I come?
And me!
I'd better come too. If there's any trouble, I can use magic to help us.
no, Nanny Plum. There will be no magic on the Elf Submarine.
Because we're elves.
And elves don't do magic. Yes, we know.
Polly, my faithful friend, you'll have to wait here. Mr. Elf, steer the submarine. Aye, aye. Ben and Holly, wind up the engine.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What shall I do?
Why, you just sit there and look pretty, my little mermaid.
Ugh.
I know this lake. I've sailed on it often.
Are you a sailor?
I was a sailor. I'm not anymore.
Why not?
Big Bad Barry.
Who's Big Bad Barry?
Only the biggest, giganticest, most enormous fish the world has ever seen.
He's eaten 9 of Dad's boats.
You lost 9 boats? I thought I was a bad sailor.
I'm not a bad sailor. I'm just unlucky. That Big Bad Barry is quite big.
And bad.
Dive, if you please, Mr. Elf.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
It's so pretty.
Look!
Where? What is it?
It's Redbeard's boat!
By Neptune, you're right. Well spotted, Ben.
Oh, for a moment I thought you'd seen Big Bad Barry.
Ho ho! Now I can get me treasure back.
Let's get it and go. I don't like it down here.
I love it. All the fish and the flowers.
And that big underwater cloud.
You don't get underwater clouds, me hearty. Shiver me timbers! It's a fish!
It's so big!
It looks bad.
Is it Barry?
It is. It's Big Bad Barry.
He's swimming towards Redbeard's boat.
Oh dear, he's going to eat it.
No! Me treasure! Did you see that? He swallowed it whole, like it were a grape.
Oh, what a shame. Shall we go home then?
Go home? But we haven't got me treasure.
Well, we can't do much about that now.
I never thought I'd say it, but Nanny Plum is right.
Unless you want to sail into Barry's stomach and take your treasure back, this adventure is over.
You're right, me fruity pancake. Take us home, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard. Who turned out the lights?
It's all gone dark!
Where are we?
Oh, we must have sailed into a cave. Mr. Elf was chatting instead of looking where he was going.
I was parked.
Well, we're somewhere strange, and no mistake. And I'll shave me beard off if there's not something fishy going on. Turn on the lights, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It smells fishy!
What a pong!
Where are we?
Look! Me ship!
There are more boats as well.
It's Bunty, the boat Big Bad Barry ate last winter. That's my old boat, Trixabel. And there's Fifi. And this Boo-Boo.
If all those boats are inside Big Bad Barry,
Then we must be inside Big Bad Barry.
By all that's wet and fishy, you're right! We're in the belly of the big fish!
That explains the smell.
Just think, all those years I tried to catch Barry, and now he's caught me.
how are we going to get out of here?
If we could get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth, we could just sail out.
Oh, very clever, Ben.
Only, how do we get him to open his mouth?
Maybe it's time to ask for a bit of advice.
Can someone answer their phone?
It's not my phone. It's not mine either.
Oh, it's mine. Hello? Oh, hello, Nanny Plum. What's that? They've got good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
They've found the treasure.
Hooray!
And what's the bad news?
They've been swallowed by a giant fish.
What? Are they okay?
I'll ask. Is my submarine all right? It's not scratched, is it?
Listen, clever clogs. We need your help. How can we get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth?
Someone needs to talk to the fish.
Nanny Plum can speak fish.
Ah, Nanny Plum, you must tell the fish a joke and make him laugh.
That's an idea. A very stupid idea, but an idea.
What's the plan?
I'm going to tell Big Bad Barry a joke to make him laugh.
What utter nonsense!
It was the wise old elf's idea.
It's brilliant.
Everyone back in the sub! Get ready to sail!
What's a good fish joke? I know.
Did it work?
I don't know. He might not get it.
Something's happening.
I think he liked the joke.
Full steam ahead!
Aye, aye, Captain!
We did it!
The elf pirate Redbeard and his crew return. It's a triumph!
Hooray! So you got the treasure?
Nope.
You got your boat?
Nope.
So, in what way is this trip a triumph, then?
Well, we're not inside a big fish.
In that case, congratulations!
It's a shame the treasure's lost.
It's not lost. I know where it is, and no one will ever find it in the belly of Big Bad Barry.
That's true.
Of course it is, me tasty little fruit tree.
Nanny Plum, what was the joke you told Big Bad Barry?
It was, where do fish keep their money?
We don't know. Where do fish keep their money?
In a riverbank.
That's not very funny.
I know. It's a bit of a rubbish joke. But then fish find the silliest things funny. They have very small brains.
Where do fish keep their money? Oh, I get it. A riverbank. Oh, that's brilliant.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Books.
But the witch had eaten too much cake and fallen asleep. So the fairy tiptoed past the sleeping cat, waved her wand, abracadoo, abracadee, unfreeze the children and set them all free. And in a flash, the witch's spell was undone. As the sun came up and the stars went away, all of the children found themselves safely back in their beds. The end.
Mummy, why did the witch freeze all the children?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe the witch didn't like the noise the children made and just happened to know a spell for freezing them.
Yes, thank you, Nanny Plum.
Not eating for a year and a day must have made the children very hungry.
No, the witch had frozen them solid, like frozen peas. Now, frozen peas don't get hungry, do they?
No. Queen Thistle, where do the stars go in the daytime?
I'm sorry, Ben.
You said the sun came up and the stars went away. But where did the stars go?
Well, let's see what the book says. It doesn't say where the stars went.
Nanny Plum, do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Oh.
Perhaps we should ask King Thistle. He knows how the world works.
Yes, let's go and ask Daddy.
Enter!
Daddy, can we ask you a question?
Yes, of course, Holly. What is it?
Can you tell us where the stars go in the daytime?
What?
Where do the stars go when the sun comes up?
Well, they go. Yes, they go. I'm actually rather busy at the moment, Holly.
Our storybook said the stars went away.
But it didn't say where they went.
Oh, I see. Well...
There are plenty of books in the Royal Library. One of them might have the answer.
Good idea, Queen Thistle. Come on, everyone.
Wow, it's very untidy in here.
That's because these are magic books.
You are very naughty books. Flying about and fidgeting. Chop, chop. Go sort yourselves out. ABC, neatly please.
How do we find what we're looking for?
These are magic books. You just ask them.
Excuse me, books. Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Do you have anything about stars at all?
Ooh, look at all the fancy writing.
What does it say?
Has it got the answer?
It says, "Little star, we ask you to make our wishes all come true." Oh, it's just a spell for wishing on a star.
Oh, I think these magic books are only for making spells, not for answering questions.
But Nanny, why don't you know the answer?
I'm Nanny Plum, not an astrophysicist.
Astrophysicist? What's that?
Oh, it's just someone who knows a lot about stars and space and things.
Elves know a lot about things. We could ask my mum and dad.
Are your mum and dad astrophysicists?
Maybe. Let's go and see.
Hello! My goodness.
Mum, Dad, are you astrophysicists?
No,
we're
we're
elves.
elves.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Nobody knows the answer.
Maybe we could ask the wise old elf.
Yes, he's wise.
He's old.
And he's an elf.
This is the wise old elf's study, where he thinks about things and is wise and stuff.
Enter.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody. How can I help you?
Wise old elf, we have a question.
The answer wasn't in our storybook.
It's an elf question, not really a fairy matter.
So we thought, as you are the wise old elf,
Yes, of course. Ask me any question, anything at all.
Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Ask me another question. On sport, perhaps.
You're not really wise, are you? You're just old.
So, old elf, you don't know the answer?
No, but I do know where to find it.
Where?
Follow me.
Is it far? All of this searching for answers has made me a bit tired.
We can take the lift. Mind the doors, please.
Where are we going?
We are going to the Great Elf Library.
Great elf library indeed. It's probably just a dusty old cupboard. Goodness me!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Wow. It's huge.
There are so many books here. How do you stop them flying about and fidgeting?
These are not magic books, Your Majesty.
Oh, well, how do you ever find what you are looking for, then?
We ask the wise old librarian.
So where is this wise old librarian?
Can I help you?
Are you the librarian?
Yes.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
Yes. The answer is in the astrophysics section, second row, reference 520.34. This way.
But we already looked in books for the answer.
What books did you look in?
We looked in my storybook.
And we looked in magic spell books.
Well, there are different books for different things. There are books with stories in,
Ooh, look, witches.
and books about how things work.
Wow, a pocketbook.
There are books about music,
Oompa music for elves. My favourite.
books about animals,
Oh, chickens. That's interesting.
books about vegetables.
Oh, yes, I like vegetables, especially peas.
You can find out any answer if you look in the right book. Ah, here we are. A book on stars.
Is this going to have the answer?
Let's see. Is everybody comfortable?
Yes, Queen Thistle.
On clear nights, we can see the stars twinkling in the sky. The light we see from each star is tiny, the tiniest little spot of light. We can only see it because the sky is so dark.
Black! The night sky is pure blackness.
Yes, it is, Holly. But when the morning comes and the sun rises, the sky gets brighter and the stars disappear.
But, Mummy, where do the stars go?
They don't go anywhere.
What?
They're still shining in the sky. We just can't see them anymore because the sky is so bright.
It's obvious. I knew that.
And when the sun goes down and the sky gets darker, we can see the stars again.
When the sun goes. Of course.
So, Daddy, where does the sun go?
Well, wise old elf?
Oh, these books should answer that question, Your Majesty.
Oof!
Hooray!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Hooray!
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the meadow.
Betty Caterpillar. To you, Gaston.
To you, Ben.
To you, Holly.
To you, Bobby B.
Whoa! Who are you?
It's a caterpillar. Hello. Ben, can you speak caterpillar language?
Not really.
It sounds like she's saying Betty.
Hello, Betty.
We're playing with our friends, Gaston the ladybird and Bobby B. Would you like to play too? That must mean yes.
Let's play racing. Fastest across the meadow is the winner.
Can we fly?
No flying and no magic.
Okay.
Ready, steady, go! Wow! Look at Betty go!
Wow! Well done, Betty.
How about Gaston showing us some tricks?
Good idea, Ben. We can sit and watch for a bit. Look, Betty Caterpillar is sad.
I think she feels a bit left out. I know how to cheer her up.
Oh, good. Go on then, Ben.
Don't be sad, Betty. Flying isn't everything. Elves can't fly, and I'm an elf.
That didn't cheer her up much. Maybe I can make her fly by magic.
Can you do that?
I think so. Abracadabra, fly, Betty, fly. Wow, it worked. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen.
We need to rescue her.
I could do another spell.
No, I've got a better idea. Yahoo! Whoa, steady, Betty. Whoa. That's better.
Brilliant.
Hello, Holly.
Oh, hello, Daddy.
Whoa!
What on earth is going on?
Ben's in a spot of bother.
Whoa!
Ah, I see.
Help!
Flippity-flop! Stop! What were you doing to that poor creature?
We were just trying to help her. Betty's sad that she can't fly.
I see. Well, you needn't worry. She'll be flying soon enough on her own.
How?
Well, because she's one of those, insect things.
A caterpillar?
Thank you, Ben. Yes, a caterpillar. And they change, don't they?
Do they?
Of course they do. So you've nothing to worry about.
Right.
If you want to help, you can find her some leaves to eat.
So if we want to help her fly, we have to find more leaves?
Exactly. She needs to eat lots and lots of leaves.
Why?
You'll see. First, gather up the leaves.
OK, let's see who can get the most leaves.
OK, you're on.
Oh, do you think we fed Betty too many leaves?
Yes, she's a tiny bit fat.
There's no way she'll ever fly.
That's better. She's a good weight now.
Daddy, how can this help Betty fly?
Oh, you'll see.
Home time!
Ah, that's Nanny Plum calling me in.
Ben! Home time!
And that's my dad. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Ben. Good night, Betty. Daddy told us to feed Betty, but now she's so big she'll never fly. Daddy must be wrong.
Holly, Daddy's never wrong. He's a king and he's very, wise.
But how will Betty fly?
Wait and see. Good night, Holly.
Good night, Mummy.
But how will Betty Caterpillar fly?
Well, she won't exactly be a caterpillar anymore.
I don't get it.
You will tomorrow. Good night, Ben.
Good night, Dad.
Morning time. Ben!
Holly!
Betty?
I don't know. But look at that.
Ugh. What is it?
Don't know, but it wasn't here yesterday.
Hiya. Hi, Violet. Hi, Strawberry. Ugh. What's that?
We don't know.
It's a cocoon. Caterpillars make them. So, is Betty Caterpillar inside? Yes, but when she comes out, she won't be a caterpillar anymore.
What will she be?
Maybe a frog. A frog? Or maybe a bird. I see. Betty Caterpillar's going to turn into a bird. Then she'll fly.
Ah, a cocoon.
Yes, Daddy. Betty Caterpillar is inside it.
And when she comes out, she'll be able to fly.
Because she'll be a bird.
Actually, caterpillars don't normally change into birds.
Do they change into frogs?
Not frogs either.
But what will she?
Hello, Betty.
Oh, she looks the same.
She's got wings.
Wow, she's a butterfly.
Betty Butterfly.
Look, they're all flying together.
She looks really happy. Let's join them. Now everyone can fly.
I can't fly.
Ben, I thought elves were rather good at using ladybirds to fly.
That's right. Elves can fly on ladybirds. And I'm an elf. Gaston! Thanks, Gaston. Giddy up, giddy up. Yee-haw!
Betty Butterfly.